Hi, Allie here with the Potomac Bead Company, and I'm going to explain to you the difference of a lot of your basic tools that you use in jewelry making. The basic tools vary based on the head. You can also get different handles, whether or not they are padded handles, whether or not they're inexpensive, the ergonomic handles, which are a little bit bigger and most men prefer. These are just the simple tools that you use for any jewelry making, wire working techniques. The first tool that I'm going to go over is the Nylon Jaw pliers. The Nylon Jaw, this is a needle nose nylon jaw, are exactly like they sound. They have a nylon coating in the jaw. What they're used for is for taking your wire, and if it has any kinks or bumps in it, and it's used to pull the wire through and straighten out the wire without making any marks on your wire because it's the nylon jaws. These jaws, if they do get bit up or if they do get marked up, there's also replacement jaws that you can buy. The next pliers that I'm going to go over are the needle nose pliers. The important thing for jewelry making is that when you use the needle nose pliers, you want to make sure that the inside of the pliers are nice and flat. A lot of pliers will have ridges in them. That's going to mark up your wire. The needle nose pliers are going to be the ones that you use the most often in any type of wire working or jewelry design. You use them to hold, to bend, to do all sorts of different things. Sometimes they have a cutters that's attached to them as well. When you have the cutters, you want to make sure that you don't hold your wire down at the cut position. In addition to those pliers, there's also the same pliers that have a bent jaw. So these have the bent jaw of the needle nose pliers. I actually prefer these. It just gives you a different hold option. You can hold your wire out a little bit further and see underneath it. Some people prefer these, some people do not. It's just based on the preference. When you start working with jewelry making and wire working techniques, it's usually preferable to do the straight chain nose pliers versus the bent chain nose pliers. Other than that, there's also the flat nose pliers. The flat nose pliers is a wide jaw flat nose pliers. The only thing that these are generally used for is for holding larger projects and also to make a squared shape in your wire. So these are the same thing. You want to make sure that they're not rigid inside. Some of the specialty pliers now are the round nose pliers. Round nose pliers have two rounded jaws, and they have at the tip, they're going to be smaller than they are at the base. So the closer you hold to the handle, the bigger your loop of the round nose pliers is going to be. The only thing that the round nose pliers are generally used for is to make round loops. I hold my wire in the round nose pliers, and I take the wire around, and you're going to get that nice rounded loop. Anytime you go into the round nose pliers and you put your loop back in, you always want to make sure to go back where it stops on the pliers. The last pliers that I'll go over are the wire cutters. The wire cutters, a basic inexpensive pair like this, they have two sides. They have a V or a flush side, and they have a V side to them. The V side you always want to hold away from your project. The flush side is going to be closest to your project. That's going to get you a nice flush cut when you cut the wire in half. That second side actually has a little point to it. That's known as the V side. So you have that flush side always going closest to your project. Those are the simple pliers that you use in jewelry making techniques.